We want to play a little transfer portal matchmaker. This is one of my favorite games to play in the off season. I want to start.
Don't get us tampered now. They got to be in the
They're
portal.
in the portal. They're in the portal already.
Okay.
Damn it,
All right, before I do that, McCall, I want you to give me the list of the 5 most attractive players that have not transferred yet that you would go after if you were currently a head coach. All right, let's start. I want to start with Caleb
great.
Love. All right, you guys each get 30 seconds. If you were Caleb Love's advisor, if you were his NIL agent, right, where are you telling him to go? Where do you think he should play, Carter?
See, I don't know if this is going to be popular, but I say go to Spokane and play for Mark Few and Gonzaga. Because I think that there's guard opportunities with that team. I don't think that Hickman's played up to the level. I don't think that Sal's has played up to the level. That's a conference where he can get a lot of shots up. I think he can work through some things. And look, the narrative on Caleb is a little bit too tough for me. Everyone acts like he's just an awful player. This is a guy who had 30 in a tournament game. Like, he's not a bad player.
Not a game, a half.
And a half. Like, you send
And
him,
not just a game. In the Final
in
Four.
the Final Four. Send him to Gonzaga. Let him play. Maybe Efton Reed comes along. That's a nice little 1-2 punch. I like that.
He ended Coach K's career that still deserves some respect.
Go get some shots up in Spokane.
Where are you sitting, Caleb Love?
He needs a fresh start.
Yes.
He needs a fresh start. Carolina needs a fresh start. I think it's healthy for everybody involved. Where should he go? I mean, I like the Gonzaga pick. I think that's a good place for him to go. I think he's going to – they took some guards this year. Malachi Smith ended up down the stretch playing better for him. I don't mind Kentucky. I don't mind Kentucky because I think
you said that last night.
I think Cal will do a great job with him. He's been
here's
humbled.
my question.
Cal's going to coach him and coach him hard.
Here's my question.
I don't dislike Kentucky.
If you have Caleb Love, DJ Wagner, and Robert Dillingham on the same team, if you have those 3 guys on the same team, do you even need to have your 2 other players, or you just let those 3 guys take all the shots?
His experiences you're going to draw on as opposed to them high school freshmen. Mm-hmm. You know, the guys coming in, the freshmen. You're going to draw on his experience. He has a tournament run experience that you're going to draw on. I said that yesterday, so I'm going to pick someone else. I can see him going back playing for Gates at Mizzou, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him somewhere like Kansas.
Kansas.
Yes. Because, again, I think he needs to get a fresh start and a coach that'll
I actually really like the Kansas
But
call.
I think Kansas
because they need a league guard.
They need a guy like him, a bucket getter, and we'll see what he gets. I mean, they're always adapt.
Hey, if he ain't gonna listen to Bill Self, he ain't gonna listen to nobody. So.
Or Cal.
If he ain't gonna listen to either one of them, he ain't gonna play.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just call it what it is.
Yep. All right. Next on the list, I'm gonna go with Sahvir Wheeler, Kentucky transfer. His name is in the portal. We've seen him be an all-SEC guy. We've also seen the problems with having a dude that can't shoot as your starting point guard. RC, I'm going to you first on this one.
You know, I would have said VCU. I think he needs to go down a level. I think he needs to play a certain style of 94 feet, getting after and pressuring the ball. So I think for him, it's more so a style of basketball, 94 feet, pressuring and pace. I think he struggles in the half court. He needs shooters. So I would have said Rhodes at VCU. He's no longer – I don't know if he'll take that style with him to Penn State. So that would be more the fit necessarily than the school. Depends on the style. I think that's where he needs to go.
I like the pick. I like the Penn State pick. Rhodes is going to need players. They're going to play that style. It's always been his style, whether he was at Rice, whether he was at VCU. Look at what Ace Baldwin did. Ace Baldwin became a better shooter throughout his career. He was not always a knockdown guy. Mm-hmm. He developed into the A-10 player of the year. Rhodes is going to need players. I think that's the perfect place for him for that style.
That is a great fit, and I don't want to go 3 for 3, so I'm going to say somebody else. And I honestly don't know if it has any meaning behind it, but I'm all behind the Will Wade at McNeese State train, and I want to get Sahvir Wheeler there. That's all, and I really don't have any reason.
You ever been there? That's a tough place to go, man. That's
Wait,
tough.
you're sending him from Kentucky to McNeese State?
From Kentucky?
They'll be back. Will Wade's here.
No disrespect to Coach Wade. Man, come on now.
Is
I love
McNeese
Coach
State? Is that
He's
the
not
new?
going
Is
down
that the
that
new
far.
FAU?
He's not dropping that far, though. No way.
No, but I love Will Wade.
Okay,
That's all that is. That's all that
That's an
is.
Why?
aggressive pick.
But I do think he needs to drop levels.
All right, here we go. Next one. The homie Kerr Kriisa, headband Kerr. McCall, you get this one first. Where are you sending him?
The Florida Gators? Pretty good.
You're fitting well there.
The alma mater, baby. We need some players down there. We need some players at the alma mater. Listen, I'd love to see him. To be honest, I'd love to see him at a Big East school.
Who's that?
Kerr. I'd love to see him get up and down the floor with somebody. that style of play, his ability to advance, pass, and find.
Can he be a solo starting point guard on a team that plays for a national championship?
Why can't he go to St. John's?
Ain't
Wants
that-
to play fast, wants to advance the ball up the floor, is in good shape.
He's got
Coach
a guard.
Pitino, he's got a guard.
He's got a guard.
He's got a guard.
And can he guard?
No.
Can he guard at the level that Pitino's going to need him and want him to guard?
Probably not. I know where I want him to go, and this might be a little Big Ten bias, but I would love to see him at Nebraska. I think he'd be great in that system. They get up and down. Him and Kisei Tominaga, that's just fun. That's just
That
two
would be
guys
fun.
who want to get up and down, get a lot of shots up. And honestly, the Big Ten needs a player like Kerr Kriisa. We need a little energy boost into our conference. Whether it be Caleb Love going to Indiana or Kerr going to Nebraska, we need a little energy boost in the conference. A little something different.
I just could see him being a good fit, and they're going to need some players. Texas.
Yes.
Texas is going to need some
Oh,
guards.
that's actually a good
Marcus
call.
Carr leaving. Texas is going to need some players. I think those fans would get around him. That arena is going to be rocking again. Finally took the interim tag. I think it was you the other night on the field of 68 that got the
I wish
interim
You were the
tag.
first one. Hey, you let that bandwagon.
You got to take it
You
off.
let that bandwagon. Did RT give you your
You gotta
4%?
take it off.
Did RT give you your 4%?
No, you know what? I didn't need it. I did call around, though. I reached out to Jerry Wainwright and talked to Jerry Wainwright about that, who he worked with him at Fresno, and told him, I said, listen, tell him that I've been screaming it all year. So congratulations to him, and finally for Texas for doing the right thing.
Absolutely.
Can I make a prediction on Kerr? It was a school that nobody's mentioned yet. Bob Huggins, West Virginia.
But
Mountaineers. That's just my
defensive coaches.
That's just my prediction. I'm not saying that's the best fit or C. I'm just making a prediction. All right. Khalil Ware. Khalil Ware? How do you say it?
Blue
Khalil
blood.
Ware? You think he should go to Louisville? Or you think he's going to Louisville? RC knows something. RC knows something.
see, break
Are
it.
you breaking
RC got
news?
it out.
Are you
Break
breaking
it.
news?
I'm
Break
not
it.
breaking any
Break it.
news. You asked me where I think he
inside
was going to
track.
go. I think with the way he was recruited and what he was touted as, I just see him going to a blue blood. Whether it's Kentucky, whether it's
That's actually interesting because I'm curious both of your opinions on this because we just had Brad Underwood on here, and one of the things that he said is what he looks for in the portal right now are elite freshmen that have transferred that cannot transfer again, where you know you're going to be able to get 3 years out of them.
Have to.
Is Khalil fits that?
Yes.
He fits that bill.
Yeah, no question. There's another guy in this building right now that has a philosophy on transfers, and that's Mark Schmidt from St. Bonaventure. You look at what he does in terms of the transfer portal. He never takes guys from a higher level and brings them down to the A-10. He doesn't do it. He gets guys that are hungry, that want to transfer up and prove that they can play in the A-10. Prime example, Kyrell Luke, Holy Cross, Patriot League Freshman of the Year, wants to transfer up and see if he can do it. So every coach kind of has their own philosophy on the transfer portal. That's very interesting because kids are going to be hungry when they come there. They're not going to feel like they are owed all the shots or all this stuff. It's interesting, and everybody's got their own philosophy.
I don't buy the rule of the one-time transfer thing now. I just think that they can somehow come up with some type of petition or something and get out of school. So I'm not buying that.
The NCAA was trying to get rid of the waivers.
I'm not buying that.
There are going to be waivers.
There's going to be
There's
waivers.
going to be some waivers.
All right, I got one for you, Carter. Where are you sending Posh Alexander? Where's he going?
So you mentioned West Virginia. They need a point guard that actually plays defense and plays full court. I kind of like that
that's a
fit
good
more.
one.
I like that fit more than Kerr Kriisa. I mean, that's a guy.
Yes.
When Posh is in shape, he's got to be in shape. That's key. When he's in shape.
What are
he's
you
a-
saying?
Sometimes you visit the cafe a couple too many times as a college student. You know, a little couple 15 pounds get up on you in the semester. It happens.
No, you know
Look
a
at me,
lot.
I'm huge.
You know a lot about
I know
that,
a
huh?
lot about that. I fluctuated a lot in college. What I'm saying is,
In
that
college.
he could.
I was about to say college.
I'm sorry. I digress. I'm sorry.
Or see, I can reach you
No,
from
no,
the
no,
side of the table. I'm letting you know that right now. I can't reach you. But I'm saying, in that system, a defensive point guard, I think that he could excel in that role.
I agree.
Way more than Kerr Kriisa could with West Virginia.
I like it.
Not bad. Not bad. I don't know. Dana Dingle's AAU coach. Maybe he sends him back to the alma mater in UMass. Who knows? I don't know. But
UMass.
I don't know.
I don't
Stays
think
in
Posh
the
goes
Northeast,
down.
but I like the West Virginia pick. I think that's
You know,
a
it's a
good one.
shame. I think he would have been great at St. John's.
I thought if given a chance, I thought he would have been the ideal guard that Pitino would have wanted. He must have just dug himself in such a hole.
No, what probably
someone
happened
else
was
dug
like
a
Or
hole.
someone else dug a hole.
No,
Someone else dug a
he
hole
it was
for him.
what probably happened. This is my guess is that he could do whatever he wanted when Mike Anderson was there, and then Rick Pitino came in. and He's like, "Wait, we got what? What AM practices? I need to run how many miles? I need to be in what shape?
Yeah.
We got individual instruction every day.
Yeah.
You want me down to what pounds?
Yeah.
No, this ain't it, Coach. I gotta go. I gotta go.
It's a bit much if you're not used to it. And I know exactly what he's dealing with.
Yeah.
But Patino does it. His staff does it. So he's not asking you to do anything that he doesn't do, or he's not demanding of his staff.
He's the one in the gym.
And he's
not
in the
just
gym.
sending his assistant coaches in there.
He's
in there.
And he's doing the off the court sacrificing. The whole staff is. So, it's unfortunate he didn't work. I thought it was an ideal fit for him. I thought he was going to excel.
What about Seton Hall?
That can work too. I don't know if I'm just thinking about transferring from St. John's to Seton Hall.
Yeah.
Do you think St. John fans would melt down the way that Providence fans have melted down with everybody
That would
that
be
has
funny.
left
The Big
Providence?
East is so messy. It would just be the messiest.
Oh, it's so
kind.
messy.
Just
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Will
I love
he
it.
be in the arena when Cooley returns?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're doing a live show from there. Who's coming? We'll bring the whole squad.
I'm in.
We'll bring the whole squad. We'll bring this whole setup. Everyone's going to be there.
Man, let's get this whole setup.
You're going to have some broken
All right,
equipment.
listen, we finished up hour 1 here on the Field of 68 afternoon. Can we call it that? The Field of 68 afternoon? Yeah, Field of 68 afternoon. We got another hour coming up. We're going to hear from John Fanta and Jeff Goodman live at NRG Stadium. We're going to visit with Andrea Hurley if she can ever find the right park to go to. She's having a day. We're going to talk about it when she gets here. We got a lot to get to. That'll be coming up next. Today's episode is presented by Underdog Fantasy, the easiest place to play college basketball's pick'em, where you get real cash prizes simply by picking player stats in this weekend's games. In pick'em, all you do is pick whether a player will go higher or lower in Underdog's projected totals. That's points, rebounds, whatever. If you're like me and you think Marquise Noel is going to go absolutely nuts this weekend, pick higher on his points projection, throw in a couple of other picks, and if you hit them all, you can win 20 times your money on a single game. Underdog's slick mobile app is easy enough that dummies like Jeff Goodman have even figured it out. So go to UnderdogFantasy.com or download the app and use the code FIELD, FIELD, to get a 100% deposit match up to $100. Get in on the madness now.